I'm not sure who I'm going to influence, but I'd like to influence you by telling a story. A story that will inspire you, I hope, to ask for divine assistance when the chips are really down. It was a dark and windy night back in April 1985, and I was about to fly the mail from Aberdeen to Edinburgh in Scotland. I carefully checked the torch was working properly and got airborne. About 30 minutes into the flight, the lights and everything went out suddenly. This is not supposed to happen in an aircraft. We normally have about 45 minutes of flying on the battery if this sort of thing happens. But tonight, nothing. No navigation aids, no radio, no lights, absolutely nothing at all was working. I did all the checks that were necessary to try and get everything working as prescribed in the checklist, and still nothing would happen. So I started thinking, maybe I can go up, but that's not a good idea, because if I go up I was hoping to be on top of cloud to be able to see when I was going a bit, and at least be able to have some sort of light up there. But that wasn't a good idea because there's icing above me and no electrical equipment to de-ice the aircraft. I couldn't go down because of masts and hills, and so I decided to go out over the sea and descend over the sea, and then try and fly up the Firth of Forth towards Edinburgh Airport, in the hope that I could see enough and not hit the Forth Railway Bridge before turning towards Edinburgh Airport. But again, not a very good idea because the cloud base was very low. So what to do? I was stuck. Complete blackness, nothing, no assistance, nothing. So intuitively, I remembered that I was actually doing some work on whether we had a guardian angel or not, and whether God actually exists and would help us when we needed. So aloud I said, "Okay, you lot, if you exist, do something." Nothing happened. No First World War, Second World War pilots sitting beside me sorting things out, just nothing. But then I had an inspiration. I started turning various switches on and off, one landing light on instead of two, and then I tried the alternators and everything came back again. Everything I turned on was on. So the landing light was now blinding in the cloud. I turned it off, everything went off again. So I turned that back on, tried the alternators, the light came back. I was now able to talk to air traffic control. I got navigation equipment. I explained what had happened because they would have seen me vanish off the radar with their things called a transponder that shows me on their screen. And I thought, right, at least I'm safe now if the navigation equipment keeps working. On my final approach into Edinburgh, I automatically put on the second landing light, which is the procedure. Everything went off again. So very hastily I had to get everything working. Managed to land safely. In the morning, the engineers checked the aircraft, could find absolutely nothing wrong at all. They changed the battery just for something to do, and we never ever had a problem again. So the moral of the story is, if you are in absolute dire straits, do not be afraid to ask. It's the intent of asking, not the ritual, not the words, just the intention, and you will get the help you need. I got it.